Yeah, we get glimpses of these of the Kalon and the expedition. I suspect that, as usual, Act 3 of this entire saga, whatever it may come, it will put a stop, put an end to everything, to all of that. Because clearly, all of that is happening during the time where Chief is indisposable. Let's say it like that. Interesting, though. It's definitely interesting. Camp. So this is the nest. Okay, so we have 2 left. This is already much bigger than the first part. Like it definitely follows the 3 acts thing. The first act, the shortest one, then the second one is the chunky one, the chunkier one, and the third one is the gigantic. that's definitely how it works. Nest. So what happened is they were in an expedition. Drea got lost. She wandered off and got trapped in her own cycle. Mantis tried to find her, but stumbled into the bug's nest effectively. And then something happened there, and effectively she transformed into a mantis and is kind of stuck within the network right now. Because just like this is the will of the mantises, kind of clashing with with Drea's own consciousness here. That's what happened there. And the mantises overpowered the the mantises overpowered the mantis, quote unquote. And they did the same thing the monster that consumed Drea did, and that they broke through the reality to bring themselves out there. Effectively, each of them became an apostle of Ash. That's what they became. I think that's my theory right now. And once they became complete, they broke out and attacked everything in sight. Once you left the stone slate, everything in front of you has become clear. As you run, you see the world for the first time as it is. The radiance of the red moon illuminates the fearsome forest that twists and writhes as if it is alive. Swarms of bugs dance between the branches, and low, frenzied murmurs penetrate your mind. Now you can finally understand their fragmented meanings. Welcome back. We're taking you back to her side. This is what the understanding and communication she desired, but at this moment, it only fuels your fear and anger. Get lost! You've lost count of how many times you've cast your shackles. The red light obliterates the frenzy's muted bugs and severs the thorns blocking your path. As you destroy everything, your consciousness becomes murky and distorted. Your brain atches as if like it's been prickled by needles. The more this continues, the clearer you see. Under the red moon, up high and glowing green in the center of the insect swarm, is the mantis nest. When you look at it, you hear a familiar voice, like distant, continuously echoing call. You're back. All of you. Back to my side. My companions of Mantis. You fix your gaze on the bug nest. Your pace quickens and finally you start running. Human items are scattered all over the depths of the nest. You try to check them out, but eventually give up because they make you vomit repeatedly. You can only proceed on foot. There are thousands upon millions of mutant bugs. They no longer attack you. Their tiny insect eyes glows in the dark, watching you, quivering and rustling. Though still fragmented, they're communicating with you in human language that can be fully understood. We are weak. Here, we can't fight against more terrifying beings. We can't embrace the ultimate end. But the weak can handle for warmth. When tiny bugs gather to form a swarm, we can also become strong and survive. The yearning for companions, the yearning to be part of a group. This kind of determination turned into Mantis. They're speaking in human language, yet it feels like some kind of malicious and clumsy imitation, making you instinctively vigilant and resentful. The naturalist's years of thought are now spoken out of these alien mouths. Mantis came here? Where is she? You are looking for me? A gust of wind suddenly blows from behind you. Just as you're about to turn around, a green light flashes. Two huge scythes cut through the darkness, forcefully clamping your arms and lifting you up. A cold, rugged shell presses painfully against your back. A woman's voice speaks through the nauseating sound of trembling mouth parts, rings in your ear. I am Mantis, your companion. No, you are not! The shackle blast off the corner of the bug nest, but you are violently thrown into air and land heavily on the other side. Two scythes pin your wrist, pressing your hard against your hand against the hard, uneven filth of the bug nest. Yes and no. Not yet, at least. You are still human. Humans are much weaker than mantises. Having been struck to the point of almost vomiting blood, you have no strength left to resist. The owner of the scythe slowly approaches from the darkness, revealing her figure. Unlike the other mutant bugs, this monster actually has somewhat of human form. The familiar stature and green hair of the woman chills you to the bone. The human heart is complex, yet fragile and easy to break. It is contradictory and unpredictable. It's why I, regrettably born from you, have different forms, unstable and not strong enough. I want to fix myself, spirits similar to mine, more determined will. I need a true anchor of my own. I want the parachute star, or you. You indeed sense the scholar's arrow in her. On the bright side, at least she can converse, and she remembers her theories. Maybe you can still awaken her. Think carefully what you should do. She comes close to your neck, sniffling like an animal, her mouth parts quivering. She sticks out her tongue to lick the cold sweat seeping from you and laughs tremulously. This is the affection of a predator. A chill rushes to your head, and your shackles strike aside the greedy-faced monster, but she simply laughs as she leaps into the air. Back off! Release the humans you've captured. Give me back my companions, otherwise I'll tear your bug nest and kill you. He. So you want companions too, like us. You fear loneliness and weakness, hence you yearn to be a part of a group, to be protected by those stronger than you. You and I, humans and mantises, in this respect we're all the same. The companion you're looking for shares the same feelings as us. I enjoy talking to her very much. I like her a lot. An ominous premonition surges in your heart. Where is she? Here, in the swarm, in my heart. Turn around. Behind you, the rock-hard filth suddenly throbs like a monstrous heartbeat and turns slowly, slowly wrapping around your hand. Your mind goes blank and your body rigidly turns around. The previously darkened rock-hard filth is now glowing, revealing a semi-transparent jelly-like outer wall. It resembles a huge egg, but also looks like it's dissolving and digesting something. You can vaguely see something soaking inside. Humans are weak, but not all are weak. In those frail shells, there occasionally are strong, steadfast, unwavering spirits. That's what we need. He touches the semi-transparent outer wall with trembling fingers, trying to discern the mess within the egg. They have already been dissolved, but you know what's inside. She wanted to converse with me. She came searching for companions, too. Apart from her weak body and fleeting lifespan, she's very like me. So I brought her to companions she was looking for. I made her my companion. We became stronger today together. Isn't that good? She became me. From now on, we will embrace the perishing star together. Yeah. She got consumed. If Drea got completely wrapped up in the perishing star itself, Mantis got consumed by the Mantis Queen. And she kind of fused together with the nest. So each of them have different sort of fate. So this is how it works, huh? Okay. Interesting. I like how more evenly spread out this is. Like the previous one, it was like one 15 minutes, one like 10 minutes, 5 minutes or something. There's like 3 episodes within 20 total minutes, and then fucking 20 minutes on episode 3, episode 4, I think, and then like 10 minutes, 10 more minutes on episode 5. This one is a bit more evenly spread than before, but I guess it also makes sense within the 3-act mentality. Because first act is usually like solid amount. That doesn't seem like it's too longer. The longest one will be the 3rd act by far, wherever that comes out. So, monster. Shackles violently tear through the space, obliterating every mutant bug that approaches you, as well as destroying the bug nest, as if exacting vengeance. But the real enemy is floating in the air, watching all this and waiting for you to gradually run out of energy. I like your power. More importantly, your loyal persistence to your companions. She was the same, stubborn and crazed. She was obstinate about a hypothesis that no one believed in and kept focused on the abyss. She kept trying to approach and converse with me, searching for those who have departed. But that's not the real companion. With a wave of her hand, another wave of bugs attack you, breaking past the shackles and knocking you hard to the ground. Companions are our strength. The more companions we have, the stronger we are. Creatures band together for survival, not the other way around. She awakened a mighty power long ago. She could have gotten more, but she took too many risks for her companions. She stagnated and halted where she was. One must learn to accept their deaths. How come she must become so weak after losing them? She slowly lands in front of you and reaches out. Monster, you killed her! Already exhausted, you muster the last of your strength to unleash the shackles. The red light roars towards the monster. You have to kill it. You must! But just as about to pierce her, the person changes. The mask falls off and the contamination recedes, revealing a familiar face and voice. The light spikes, halts abruptly. That wasn't a conscious, rational decision, but an instinctive one. You can't harm a companion, even if it's only a moment's hesitation. You're just like her. She also had the same expression as you. Her spike pierces your body, and your shackles shatter. Companions shouldn't be your Achilles heel. You've all been held back by illusory things for too long. Now, I'll help you. Become my companion. You've tried your best, but this is someone else's nightmare. It controls all the rules, just like the illusory moon admits the chaos. In front of a greater determination, human faith is so insignificant. You've pinned to the giant egg outer wall by the cold limbs, the blood flowing out land on the egg. It pulses excitedly, heating up and sticking to you bit by bit. Your body gradually sinks in. You weakly cast your shackles, which shatter piteously against the chitinous shell. With a body that looks like a scholar and donning a unfamiliar smile, the owner of the nightmare leans in close and gazes at you. Just like her, you were lured into a trap by the bait of companions. Once you lose someone, you're easy to defeat. Both of you are weak, flawed, but it's okay. I found you. I'll be your companion. From now on, together, we'll become stronger and complete. It affectionately sniffs your scent and licks your blood and sweat. This only stirs up your burning hatred, but even this rage gets sucked deep into the lethal gel. The acid dissolves your spirit, and the buzzing of the instincts erodes your consciousness. The boundary between reality and illusion gradually blurs. Specks of light appear before your eyes, getting closer and closer and corrupting your vision, yet you can't do anything. All you hear is a vague floating voice that sounds like a buzzing insect. It is the voice of the mantis. Are you here for your companion too? Where is your companion? What's their name? Do you want my help? Stop talking. Shut up. Won't be deceived. You're once human. Even you mimic our language. You're just cruel monsters born from mania. You don't understand the human heart at all. You're not worthy to talk about companions. You're not my companions. Why do you say that? I understand, don't I? Eh? You're only taken aback for a moment, lifting your head to see nothing but emptiness. Yet faint points of light touch you, resonating a voice deep within your heart. Speaking slowly, as if understanding, as if learning, as if recalling. It's not about coming together. It's about adding more strength to become stronger. That's not enough. We can endure the night because we support each other. We can soar to greater heights because we strive for it. Essentially, we are weak. It's our cherished feelings for each other that transcend all boundaries and make us strong. People become superheroes for each other. When a superhero joins another superhero, we can conquer anything. That's interesting. I guess that's true, in a way. That's the meaning of companionship, isn't it? That's right. So, I understand everything. How can you say I don't understand? If I share the same feelings as you, then we are also companions? Would you like to be my companion? Flicking specks of light, illusory voices, and strange thoughts. At this moment, you have no idea who you're talking to, but deep inside, you long to answer this question and yearn to grasp the unfamiliar spark. Of course, I'd love to. Warm current ripples through around you. The specks of light tremble slightly, exciting you. I'm so glad. I thought I wouldn't be able to find any. My companions are here. I finally found you all. Now I'm going to take you home. The gel binding you suddenly explodes. Some of the gel still obstructs your vision, but you clearly hear a scream. The hard claws holding you loosen abruptly, and you vaguely see a humanoid mutant bug retreating and convulsing. Then a strong light suddenly bursts and explodes from within its body. Yeah. Get lost. Get out. Die. We worked so hard to get this. Mantis has worked so hard. A rift has appeared on the Mantis Queen body. She's leaking all of mana energy and affecting the illusory moon. Now, concentrate fire and eliminate her. Visual confirmation. We see it too. The Mantis swarm is in chaos. They've lost their compatibility. Now, concentrate fire and get the captain back. Don't fucking waste time on me. Follow the orders and shoot the queen. These FAC guys are really hardcore, aren't they? Just like now, how the mutant bugs slaughter the rescuers. A green light erupts from the rift in the Mantis Queen's chest, rising and unfurling into brilliant wings. At the base of the wings of light, the newborn rises, breaking free from the cocoon. You want to take a closer look, but a violent wave erupts in the bug nest, rushing towards you in a fury. Just as something grabs your clothes, a strong light and powerful gust of wind instantly demolishes the entire bug nest. A pair of strong hands yank you away. Your feet leave the ground and you're flying away at high speed. The feeling of weightlessness almost makes you vomit. After several intense booms, a cold wind suddenly hits. The stench of the bug nest is swept away. You quickly regain your breath and your consciousness clears. Looking down, your legs are dangling in the air. A swarm of bugs is chasing you, but don't catch up. Soaring with unprecedented lightness, you fly further and farther from the ground. Someone is holding you tightly, breaking you free from all constraints. Facing the wind, you soar high into the sky. The newborn sinner is holding tightly, skimming past the chaos. Her slender wings of light scatter sparkles as she flies, blocking out the twisted red light of the illusory moon like a cascading river of light. There is never daytime in a nightmare, but in this moment she illuminates the whole night sky. You're Mantis? No, that's not her name. What should you call her? She doesn't answer, nor does she need to. Under a mask that resembles her compound eyes, you see a familiar bright and radiant smile. Her clear chirps remind you of that joyful laughter. Yeah. You fly for a long time, until you can't see the swarm, the contamination, or the twisted red moonlight. Mantis, slowly, carefully, placing you on the ground, then gently lands in front of you. The end point of the journey is the stone slate you had promised to go to, but this time there's no camp and no blurry figures. There are only a few ice blue crystallized flowers blooming around the slate and the two of you. You understand. You must bid farewell here after all. You kept your promise. You came to see me off. Thank you. Would you like to come with me? We can try. Once we get out, we can form a new crew. Should a new season of wilderness trek. I have a lot of companions. We can introduce you to them. Whatever, eating bugs or something else, a lot of people will like it. Even though we can come from different eras, people will always like adventure, right? And you're the greatest adventurer. Reach out to her. She tilts her head as if she doesn't understand. She raises her chitinous side arms and waggles it a bit. Then, as if imitating you, she also reaches out to you, roughly mimicking your angle. You choke up, unsure how to respond. Ever since you left the gel, you can no longer hear the voice in her heart. She seems to not understand why you're showing a pained expression. She reaches out with both arms, as if to pinch your face to make you smile, carefully avoiding the serrated edges of her own claws. Try to smile at her. Can you still understand my words? She tilts her head, and her antenna-like bangs flutter a bit. You don't understand what that means, but she at least she attempts to respond to you. You make a few hand gestures. I remember your hypothesis. The life form in this sea aren't monsters. They are embodiment of collectives of consciousness. The stronger the conviction, the greater the manifestation. There is no hierarchy in consciousness. Only when they merge and conflict does instability occur, and you broke their blockade, taking control. You were right. There is indeed humanity in the apostles of ashes, and they can also awaken humanity. You've proven this hypothesis yourself. You are truly the most amazing human naturalist of all time. You are the bright little explorer who brings the courage to everyone, and our based companion, my superhero. Seeming to finally understand what that you're praising her, Mantis flutters her luminescent wings excitedly and emits a crisp chirp. Chirp, chirp. Can you understand my words? Do you feel happy? Are these moments of yours trying to tell me something? Chirp! You reach out to touch her sheathed cheek, but your hand trembles uncontrollably. Your vision gradually blurs and your voice becomes choked. But I don't understand you anymore. I can't understand what you're saying, and I don't know how to convey my feelings to you. Do you really not remember anything? The red light of shackles disperses the contamination clinging into her face, revealing only those fluorescent eyes. She blinks at you, showing kindness, curiosity, and perhaps confusion. Or maybe it's just a projection of your own guesses. Those are no longer human eyes. How could you possibly understand them? You said, we'll always be companions. You said there is a possibility of communicating with the mountain bugs, and that we can potentially understand each other. No matter how long it takes, I want to spend time get to know you. But I can't let go of the former you. I have so many questions to ask you, and so many things to say. If you can understand me, can you please come back? I don't even know your name. I'd forgotten all of you. You choke up on shedding tears. You want to confide something, but this pain is now yours alone. She tilts her head to look at you, leans in, and sniffs curiously. She licks your tears as if trying to understand you, then shakes her head vigorously as if she tasted something bitter, her little wings trembling. After calming down, she flashes an innocent smile and reaches past your shoulder to touch something behind you. Behind you, a name lights on the stone slate. Marguerite. Is this your name? This name doesn't awaken any lost memories, but it lights up a warmth in some slumbering corner of your heart. You turn around, wanting to call out her name. You found the key to leave. You finally start to awaken from the eternal nightmare. The woman's smile dissolves like stardust, scattering to the wind like startled fireflies. Your consciousness is pushed away, serenaded by the tune of gentle buck chirps. I assume we're gonna get three nightmare waifus. Ha. Goddamn. Yeah, Mantis. I hope if she gets a rerun, I will get her. That's what I hope. At least that would be nice. Okay, so we experienced 2 parts out of 3 parts of the Eternal Nightmare. Or maybe more than 3 parts. Who the fuck knows? The Illusory Moon Rising and the Hunting Shade. So I'm gonna stop my recording, and the next time, the next recording will be with me doing this. Hotline, the dark hours. This is gonna be the next one. I'm definitely buying the fucking soundtrack for this because this is one of my favorite soundtracks in the game. I've been listening to this before the game even came out. Before it came out in the game, so definitely buying this when I get the materials to do so. Still, for now, this is gonna be the stop of this recording. I'm gonna split it up in parts wherever else. Thank you for watching. Again, see you in the next recording.